It's episode 1257, and it's a relevant podcast here in Orlando. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Nashville, it's artist-producer, mogul, Derek Miner.
What's happening?
From LA, from Social Club Misfits, it's Marty.
What's going on?
Oh my, that was loud.
Why did you do
I
that?
don't know why I cut the mic on that one. I have no idea why I just ruined the intro.
So I don't think we've ever, the three of us, recorded the show. So Jesse emailed or texted last night, like, is there any chance I could be out this week? He's just in the weeds about something. And Emily's not on because I was like, Emily, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be on the show today because she's out. She's got so much on her plate to get done today because tomorrow and Friday she's out because she's flying to go see Cowboy Carter. And so she's...
Oh, that's
Where's
why.
she going back to Texas?
I think she's going to Texas.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. That's okay. Look,
Right.
Beyonce in Texas, home state.
Is she covering
okay.
for Relevant or
No, she's just got, how she is. Taylor Swift, Beyonce. So anyway, when we were looking at the week and it was like, holy cow, you've got to do 5 days of work in 3 days. It's like, all right, the podcast, you can sit out. So Beyonce wins over the podcast.
Beyonce won.
Wow.
All right. Well, how are you guys doing? Before we get going, just do a little check-in. Like, how's your summer going?
I've done a lot of traveling. So obviously we did our Montana trip. We went to Myrtle Beach for our anniversary, 17 years. So
it's amazing.
For anybody's never been to Myrtle Beach, there's nothing there. So
That's did you see the look of surprise on my face? I was like, for an anniversary trip?
I never knew. So I had always heard people say, "Oh, we're going to Myrtle Beach for a vacation." So I was like, "Okay, it seems to be a destination spot. So let me go and check it out." And we checked it out, and there's nothing there. So
I go once a year.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Black Biker Week. Yeah. What are you talking about? I do every single year. I love it.
And maybe that's what it was like, because being black, people talk about Black Bike Week, Myrtle Beach. You know what I'm saying? But I went non-Black Bike Week.
I'm not even joking with you. My uncle goes to that.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, because you know what? It's like, okay, I love him. He's the best guy in the world. But when like guys hit like they start hitting their 50s and beyond, they start getting motorcycles and stuff. He got a motorcycle. He got a little gang going on, and they go to Myrtle. They drive from Florida in their bikes and they ride all the way up to Myrtle Beach.
Does he do Daytona Biker Week? Because
he does all of it. He looks forward to it. He loves
Daytona
it.
Beach is Myrtle Beach. Like we have a Myrtle Beach an hour from us, and it's the same vibe.
Yeah,
same
he does it all. He goes everywhere.
Events.
The thing that threw me off about Myrtle Beach is, per capita, I have never seen this many pancake houses in my entire life. It's just like one after another. It's like Mom's Pancake House. They even had a knockoff IHOP. It was like I Heart. It was it wasn't IHOP. It was InHop. It was just the National House of Pancakes.
Oh
so
my
I
God.
was like, this is crazy.
They're always like, we were first. That's like always their claim, right?
It's literally like it coming to America where it was McDonald's and the McDougal's.
Yes.
Or McDowell's. Yeah, it was like, bruh, it really was Myrtle Beach. There's nothing there. It was just timeshares. That's all that's there.
It's funny. Like, what do you guys look for vacation? Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, me and my wife were talking about
Myrtle
another
Beach.
vacation.
I'll tell you that much.
Like we go to Santa Monica or somewhere like that. But the thing about Florida that's weird, and Cam knows this. Like, you'll go. Some people will be like, "Hey, we got to go to the Keys, so we want to go to the Keys for vacation." There's no beach there. It's just like a fake
Rocks.
beach. So you got to be careful. Sometimes you'll go and
there's no beach
Florida.
in the Keys.
No.
Mm-hmm. Not sand.
Yeah, I know. We went there for vacation, and
It's
I
all
was
coral.
like, "It's all man-made."
So you can't. I mean, do people? They don't chill by the beach in the Keys?
If you have a nice hotel on the beach, which there aren't that many. I mean, Key West is actually like an old party town. It's like Myrtle Beach, but with Hemingway mixed in. Yeah, New Orleans, Myrtle Beach. That's it. That's exactly it. New Orleans.
And that's what it combined.
But there is no sandy beach around the edge. It's all rocks, coral. And so like some of the nice hotels, which again, there's not very many, they'll build out like a fake beach with like a concrete wall, like a, storm wall. So it doesn't like go into the water, but you can lay out and look at the ocean.
That sounds.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause sometimes you think
weird.
like beach, and it's
weird.
not like Myrtle Beach. Like that almost is that same. Like you can go on the beach, but I might step on a needle. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just what I'm saying. Like I
didn't go to the beach. Just letting y'all know. I just like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait. You went to Myrtle Beach and didn't go to the beach?
Mm-mm.
Did you at least like sit out on your balcony and look at the ocean?
That's what we did.
Okay.
I love that.
Did you go to the pool?
Oh no, there was if the pool was supposed to hold, 90 people,
Yeah.
there was 97 people.
Oh no.
So it was
It's like a Vegas hotel.
It's like a cruise ship pool.
Yeah.
Like,
It
it's
was
just
like-
overpacked.
It was like it's like it's almost like those catfish ponds where all the fish are like on top of each other, like so
Oh,
they're easy to
man.
catch. It was like that, but humans. So.
Oh gosh. Well, you could have done better. Next anniversary, she needs to hold out for Paris or something.
Hawaii, yeah.
Hawaii.
We're not even going to talk about that. If she listens to this show, we had
Giving ideas.
No. I was just gonna say this time it wasn't me. We'll just say that.
Oh, okay.
So
Got it.
I would say this time it wasn't me. So,
Marty, you been traveling?
You know what? I am. Next week I go to New Mexico. We just left Alaska. I went to Alaska, which was great. The Montana trip was incredible. The summer, it's hard to get a hold of anybody in the summer. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like nobody's home, nobody's working, and it feels like everyone's on vacation right now. It's like the weirdest feeling. And so actually yesterday went to Disneyland. And actually, okay, here's a weird thing. We're a hot take right now, right? So this weekend I wanted to go to Smorgasbord, which is in Los Angeles. It's in downtown. It's just a huge area where you get a bunch of food trucks, right? And then we were going to go to another spot. So all these spots we started to go to, they're all like empty. And I'm wondering, I know I hate to just switch the subject, but I almost feel like, is it because of like all the ice raids? Because the Smorgasbord, Disneyland, all these big like attractions in California, they are empty and it's the summer. And so we were at Disneyland the other day and I'm like, nobody's here. Like, usually in Disneyland, you see it's just hard to walk through. Nothing.
It's
Nobody was
happening
there.
in Orlando too. Like I live here, my algorithm shows me Orlando content, which is a lot of people visiting Orlando.
A lot of Puerto Ricans.
But they're posting like, how is Disney so empty today?
Yeah.
It's June. It's, it makes no sense. I think partially it's the economy.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of people saying like, hey, you know what? We're just going to like pull back on our vacation instead of going to Disney and spending 10 grand. We'll go to Myrtle Beach this year, kind of thing. So I think it's that mainly.
Myrtle Beach was not empty. It was packed.
Yeah. See? But
Makes
I
sense,
think the premium travel destinations are probably a little thinner than they used to be just because
I'm excited because
I like it. Conan and I have Universal annual passes.
you just read my mind. I like it.
Like my favorite day to go to Disney is like the day a hurricane is literally hitting because it's empty, but they're open. And it's
Tuesday,
like, you just walking on. Dude, COVID.
Oh, time.
We live close. That's why we could do that.
You said your favorite time to go to Disney.
True.
Is the day a hurricane
when
is hitting.
FEMA is in town.
Because the hurricanes is never in Central Florida. The hurricane's never as bad as the fearful predictions,
A branch
right?
fell.
So the tourists, I've been watching the news. They're all scared, so they don't go to the park.
They canceled their trips.
But Disney knows it ain't going to hit till 3 a.m. Today's fine. It's just going to be actually overcast and a lovely, cool day. And so they're open, you know what I mean? But all the tourists are like freaked out by the Weather Channel. And so they stay away. You're just walking on every ride. It's fantastic.
It's true. It's a really good feeling. It's a great
during
feeling.
COVID was great too, because like nobody went, but they were open. So it's like
travel hack, y'all.
Yeah.
Just book them flights when you see hurricane season.
Pandemic.
That's the time.
That's the time to go. Yeah, we're doing Universal passes this year, and we're just going out. Like I'll finish work at 5:30, and we'll just go down and ride a couple roller coasters, grab dinner. There's no lines. It's fantastic.
I love Universal.
Wow.
I'm a big fan. I like Universal better than Disney.
Same.
You're right. Honestly, it's been getting all these theme parks are getting too expensive, And
That's
you will spend $3 or $4 grand if you're not from the state and you go in. I can understand how that's why I always watch police videos of people getting angry at the theme parks. Like my algorithm right now on YouTube will be like, this person gets kicked out of Disney or this person gets kicked out of Universal. I love those videos where the cop has to tase them in front of SpongeBob. But I've been noticing, like, I think that when people like in their brain, they start to do the math, like on The Hangover, where you start seeing the equations. When people start realizing how much money they spend, I think it's people short circuit and they go crazy. So I just think it's a funny time. Like it's different. It's expensive, man.
This how you know how like, I don't know, throw it off I am, because if I do that math, I'm thinking, man, you know what? Let me get back in line right quick, because I spent way too much money to get thrown out of here. We ride every ride twice.
We're not leaving.
We're riding every ride twice. Get on this ride. I'm scared, Dad. I don't care. Like you're gonna conquer your fears today because you're riding this ride.
100%.
We're going on Harry Potter 4 times.
4 times. Oh, there's no line? 6 times. Exactly. I don't care. Barf up that Bavarian pretzel. I don't care.
That's right.
All right. Well, we have a great show in store for you coming up. We talked to Jon Keith. He has a new album that just came out on a new label. He's been blowing up. He and Rodney were on Breakfast Club. He was he's been doing the whole circuit. He's been on everything. He was Apple Music, Zane Lowe or somebody, or Ebro was interviewing him. Yeah. Crazy. But he's culminating his press tour here at the Relevant Podcast. So Jon Keith is coming up. We also have One Has to Go. But since Emily's not with us, stay tuned. Up next, we have Slices. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Mercy Ships. Globally, 5 billion people lack access to surgical care. In sub-Saharan Africa, there's only one surgeon for every 200,000 people. Mercy Ships provides free, life-transforming surgeries for people who have little to no access to medical care. They help the blind see, straighten twisted limbs, remove deadly tumors, treat cleft conditions, and so much more. With state-of-the-art hospital ships, they provide safe surgery to children and adults living with treatable conditions, and it's completely free of charge. They do all this work with an all-volunteer crew of professionals who donate their time and talents. Surgeons, stewards, nurses, engineers, and more make the world a better place. Your donation today provides free, safe surgeries to people in desperate need of help. All gifts are matched, so please donate today at mercyships.org/relevant. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Tim Tebow's book, Look Again. Have you ever wondered what would change if you truly believed you were infinitely valuable to God? In his New York Times bestselling book, Look Again, Tim Tebow reveals the powerful truth that when we learn to see the image of God in every person, including those we struggle to love, everything changes. Tebow shares incredible stories from his work with people the world often overlooks, and it will challenge you to stand up to the lies, rediscover the worth that everyone has, and impact the world for good. Find Look Again by Tim Tebow, available now wherever books are sold. All right, it's time for
Slices.
All right, let's kick it off. Derek, what do you have?
So, Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll.
Been blowing up.
They've been blowing up. I mean, they're doing everything. It's one of those, their moment is kind of almost like a Kirk Franklin stomp moment where it's like,
I agree.
It's crossed beyond. It's like, this is a hit, whatever genres, transcendent genres. Give them all the Grammys type deal.
Yeah.
But they were having a conversation and Jelly Roll, I guess they were talking about doing their hair or whatever. And Jelly Roll or Brandon Lake brings up that he hasn't shampooed his hair in 15 years.
That checks out.
No, what?
Okay. That checks out.
I
don't know why. That just makes sense to me.
Why does it check out? Because, I mean, I haven't washed my hair in 15 years either, but it's because I'm bald. But,
it checks out because every photo I've seen of Brandon, and we love Brandon. Brandon, if your team is listening, we love you. We're in your corner. But every photo I've seen of this man in the last 5 years, his hair looks wet. Like
it's always oily.
Curly
oily
hair.
Yeah.
It's so oily it looks wet.
See, I thought that was a style. I thought that was like he's getting it styled to look that way.
I did too. I assumed that as well, but then we find out that nope, that's natural hair grease.
When you're tall and good looking, anything goes. It just is what it is.
Brandon,
unfortunately.
Listen, we've never met before. Wash your hair, boy.
Here's my guess. My guess is he's got super long curly hair. Probably when he shampooed it, he comes out as probably like all frizzed out.
Yeah.
And so he realized like, oh, if I don't use shampoo, the natural hair oils will keep it curlier and lay down.
Yeah. And he says he conditions it. So it's not as though it's not underwater.
So it's got some smell in it.
He's not saying that he hasn't put water
dry
on his
conditioner
hair.
or something.
He just hasn't shampooed. Well, maybe it is dry conditioner. Surely he's put water on his hair.
No, surely he's had to shower. When we ran this headline, I called Emily. I was like, "This man hasn't showered in 15 years." She's like, "No, he's gotten wet. He just doesn't use shampoo." I was like, "Okay, all right."
Is this a white people washing their legs situation?
I think it is. Like all those celebrities that came out about 6 months ago, they hadn't showered in a month, or they take one shower a month or something. I think it's like that.
I'm pretty sure that Brandon Lake is on trajectory to go get dreads eventually. Like I think that's the next evolution of Brandon Lake's character here. He's gonna turn
dreads. Into like Jamiroquai or whatever.
He's gonna braid them and get them dreaded, and that's the next I think evolution for him.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I rebuke that.
So Brandon Lake has a shampoo.
I'm going to call it early. I'm honest with you. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen.
You're going to call it early?
I'm going to call it early. I'm going to call it
early. I thought you were. Yeah. Okay.
He's going to have dreads in about a year and less.
I thought you said Holvey. Like that was in my head. I was like, what did Holvey do? Is he getting dreads too?
Oh, no. Holvey's too white for that. He can't. He could do a comb over. That's the next evolution of this. For him, he's got one of those, like white kids, they don't even do their hair. It just looks good all the time. Like he's at that level where he just wakes up and it's ready to go. He doesn't have the problem of like, Latin people, we got curly hair or wavy hair or any other type of hairstyle where you actually have to do something with it.
Brandon Lake figured out his hair was too frizzy. Figured it out, bro. So I'll just leave the hair oils in there nonstop.
You know how like everybody has like a style, right? Why is Brandon Lake's style like sleeveless? Every picture I see him in, he's sleeveless. Any award shows,
because he got them guns.
Is that what it is? It's just popping out the guns and the tats.
Gun show, boy. You gotta come to the gun show.
I was looking at a bunch of different things. I'm like, everything is like a vest. Everything is vestful here.
Do you think he buys shirts without sleeves, or is it a thing like his stylist brings him regular shirts and they cut it out?
I really think his stylist does that. They're like, listen, this is your style, sleeveless. You're gonna dress like that's that movie that just came out where the guy is like half animal, he's a comic book character, Derek. He's like half animal, Sabretooth, like I forgot his name, but
Craven,
yeah, Craven.
Yeah.
In the comic book, Craven always never had sleeves. He always has like an animal around him. He has an
animal skin.
That's
you
it.
You said Brandon Lake walking around with animal skin.
He's Craven. Craven and Brandon Lake might be the same person right now.
But like back in the day in the 80s, like He-Man, he always had a little vest on.
Yeah, for real.
You can't do sleeves because your arms are too big.
Can't do sleeves, man.
Well, hey, welcome to the gun show.
Did you see like when the Brandon Lake is part of the new group Sons of Sunday with all the other worship leaders and Stephen Furtick? They released a music video of them kind of singing one of the songs. And both Brandon Lake and Stephen Furtick were wearing black tank tops. Did you see this? Like literally, like they're like facing each other.
Shama was making fun of it. He started wearing a black.
Yeah. He played like the camera guy, and he wearing the outfit, the black. Yeah. He's like, why are we all wearing black tank tops? But that's you can't buy normal shirts. You're Brandon Lake.
Yeah, you're a celebrity. You can't go out like a normal person anymore.
Yeah, that's right. All right,
I ain't mad at it.
What do you have, Marty?
Hey guys, I got a good one here. All right. I don't know if anybody's ever seen The Studio on Apple Music.
It's
a great show. Really love it.
Apple TV Plus, shows. Not Apple Music, but yeah.
Apple TV Plus, yeah. Great show. And so they started the season making fun of IPs, right? So intellectual properties. This year they made fun of Kool-Aid. Right. So the idea was they're a movie studio and they're going to buy the IP for Kool-Aid. So they're going to make a movie based on Kool-Aid. It sounds like a joke.
But because Barbie did so well, they're like, toys
Barbie,
and
they
nostalgia.
Want some of that Barbie money.
Right.
That Barbieheimer money. All right. So here it goes. It's imitating real life.
I watched the Kool-Aid movie, by the way. That'd be pretty good.
John Chu, he directed Crazy Rich Asians, Wicked, a bunch of other things. He just signed on to be a part of the Mattel Warner Brothers universe. So they're building a universe, and he's going to be handling a Hot Wheels movie. I'm
in. I'm there. I don't even care if it's good. I'm there.
If Vin Diesel doesn't make an appearance, I'm going to be upset.
Wait, but like, is there any details? Like, is it going to be like Cars, where like the cars are alive, or is it going to be like Fast and Furious or F1, where it's like car culture?
So this is all we have so far. This is what they said. It's a high octane movie with sleek, high performance vehicles. And then he emphasized that it's about your imagination, connection, and the thrill of play. I have a feeling that it's going to be like something between, in my opinion, Transformers meets like Fast and the Furious. Like, it's going to be the perfect balance of that. But
maybe the premise is almost like Where the Wild Things Are, where like the little boy's imagination, he enters that world of his imagination.
And they do a great job at that.
I honestly don't care. Put it in my veins. Let me snort it.
A Hot Wheels
whatever.
movie.
Well, all of it. I'm there day one.
There's some incredible screenwriters on it, which is kind of cool. They wrote some of the other movies that are in that similar vein, the Barbies and Creed 2 and a couple other things. What's funny is that he's literally predicted, he's doing so many funny projects, right? Like, he's doing only IPs. He's doing a Dr. Seuss movie that's coming out right now. I was reading this story and I was thinking to myself, what's another crazy idea for an IP?
After the success of Barbie, Mattel formed Mattel Studios, like Marvel did Marvel Studios, and they said they're going to make movie franchises out of basically all the childhood toys.
Yeah, everything, which is cool. You know, we would love that. For me, I think that it's just the obvious money grab. At least make it good. Like, Barbie was a money grab, but it was good. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that movie. It had, Will Ferrell's in it. They had good casting.
Take my money. I don't care. You can grab it. You can grab it right out of my pocket.
I will say, outside of the second season of The Last of Us, I think the first season was great. The second season kind of just got a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Video games and IP, they've been doing a good job. Hollywood's been doing good revamping movies to make them feel not so much like a money grab,
But I think it's because people got so over Marvel that it's like there's a lot of other nostalgic things we were into in our childhood that are now becoming.
Well, listen, all you guys that were sick of Marvel,
you're going to get sick of toys.
You're about to be sick of Mattel.
No, you're about to get sick of DC because the reviews are in about Superman, and they are saying it is one of those ones. Yeah. So just letting you guys know. Amazing. Yeah, James Gunn, the GOAT of the universe building, you about to get sick of DC. I don't know if you're going to be sick of DC and Marvel. You're definitely going to be sick of DC because if they got Superman right, all the other IPs after that are going to be great.
Aren't they like they're still like trying to figure out what to do with Batman? Like, aren't they?
So they figured it out. They're gonna let Matt Reeves do his. So what pretty much what James Gunn said is they have a other realm, which is like these are the movies that are like they're not part of the DCU. Because his whole point is you shouldn't have to watch 12 movies to enjoy one movie.
Right.
So that's his whole James.
Agreed.
Gunn's
that's
whole
why
philosophy.
Marvel lost me.
I love.
He's like you shouldn't have to watch the movie, the TV show, and all that. He's like, all these movies are going to stand on their own by themselves, but they will be in the same universe. And then there'll be the ones that aren't in the universe that are just great movies.
And Matt Reeves is that.
So there'll be a Batman that Matt Reeves is directing with Robert Pattinson, and then he'll have his own Batman, which there is a multiverse saga in DC. So I'm sure they're going to do a multiverse thing and probably try to do it better than Marvel.
So let me ask you about Batman, because Batman's my son's favorite, IP.
Mine too.
Superhero.
Mine too.
So the Batman, he says is his favorite movie of all time. And that movie predated the whole DC blow up, James Gunn coming in. But you're saying James Gunn is going to keep the same actor, that same Batman for the Batman 2?
There's going to be two Batmans. He's going to allow Matt Reeves to do whatever he wants in that world
to finish
those three Batmans that he signed on to.
Okay.
But there will be a DCU Batman that's going to look more like the one we grew up with this the big barrel-chested Like,
I hope.
like the guy that, he's going to be like the cartoon Batman we grew up with.
Like almost more Superman looking.
Yeah, more. Yeah, he's going to be more experienced. He's probably going to be older. He's going to feel more like the comic books. And they said the first villain is going to be Clayface. Is who they think they're looking at. And we're nerding out, but pretty much, if this Fantastic Four movie is not if it's not, and they have to follow Superman. Yeah. So if this Fantastic Four movie isn't great, then MCU gonna have to pack it up.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be great. Both those movies are gonna be home runs.
Do you think Disney ruined Marvel, or
no?
It was just inevitable.
It's impossible to say that.
It's just over. What is it, Derek? Is it like over, like too much exposed? Like too
that's
much?
What I think
it's too much, too soon.
Yeah, I think
but I think that was Disney. Disney bought this asset, and they were like, "Ooh, these are hits, more hits." And
not at first.
And then Disney Plus, and then they oversaturated with IP content, and everybody's just like, "I can't keep up." And I think it's too much.
Yeah, we'd never got the MCU if it wasn't for Disney. It's
true.
What happened was they tried to apply the Disney princess model to these comic book stories that people care about. You can't do that. You can't be like, all right, let's make a superhero for everybody and let's do this and let's drop. Like, you can't do that. They tried to play the content game, which that's not just a Disney issue. That was just a culture issue. I just think culture is shifted. I think people are really like, hey, I'm inundated with content, so I'm going to be a lot more picky and selective on what I spend my time on. Or I could just scroll on my phone watching people get kicked out of theme parks if you're not going to give me a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I think people are just more selective with the things that they care about. I know I am. Like, to get me to a movie theater, I got to be invested. Like, there's because I could just, my phone is just as entertaining.
Yeah. I saw a thing the other day. I mean, this new Pixar movie is the worst flop of Pixar's history.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of like, why was it to this? Was it to that? And one person said, like, the big Pixar hits in recent times has been like Inside Out 2, an IP that was like, I loved it when I was younger, and now I'm older, and I'm going to go see the new one because I cared about that character, that story from when I was younger. And he's saying, like, ones like Elio, kids today don't consume media like that. Like, not that they won't watch a movie, but that's not their first love. They can scroll their iPad, they can scroll whatever. Little kids today aren't connecting with 2-hour cartoons anymore.
I haven't seen anything about it too. Like, even at the theme park,
it was really badly marketed. Yeah.
And I also think that, there's cartoons that are independent that are on YouTube or just shows that are like sketches and skits. Like, we have so many things to be entertained by. Like, so you can't just do a half-baked cartoon. I didn't watch Elio, so I don't know much about it, but I'll just say Ironheart. Like, the script just didn't feel good. Like, it didn't feel like didn't feel like anybody was like,
cool character,
this is a home run.
To mess up.
The thing about Elio and the point I was going to make is that it's highly rated, like 90% Rotten Tomato or 90% audience score, 84% Rotten Tomatoes, but it's a huge flop. Why? I think it's because it looks like the same type of Pixar movies that were going direct to Disney Plus 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like I need to go spend $50 to go to the movies. I'll just wait a few months. It'll be on Disney Plus.
And they're getting quicker. They're getting quicker to go. Like, okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, Cam, because I was thinking about this yesterday. When we got home, I bought Ballerina, right? The John Wick movie. It was just in theaters a month ago. Right. Why would I spend $60 to go get up movies, go to popcorn, go there when it'll be in it's $25 and I'll buy it and it's cheaper. And then on Disney Plus, the same thing. Like, Thunderbolts is ready to go. Why would I watch it? I just could be 6 months off.
Sinners is already on Max. I mean, it's like
we're at the point now where you just wait couple of weeks and you can get anything you want. It's a cycle.
That was my thing. So to me, to go to a movie theater, it's got to be something that I got to see on like IMAX. It's a visual spectacle. Like, I went and saw F1 in the theater. That was amazing.
That was good. Yeah.
It's like, it was basically, somebody asked me what was it like, and I was like, and I didn't know anything about like the filmmakers or anything. This was my comparison. It felt like Top Gun Maverick.
Yes.
Like, if you like that pace of story and like that kind of like well shot, unbelievable visuals, like it just, but like even the way they centered around a character and a comeback story, an older guy, it felt very much like Top Gun Maverick. And then I find out it was made by the same people who did Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, okay, it makes sense.
The
Okay.
director, the producer,
I like it.
it was all
great.
Top Gun Maverick. I was like, well, I like what you do then because it's a good popcorn movie, you know?
I gotta go check that out.
They're
No,
making the theaters
excellent.
crazier though. Like the theater by us, it's got extended screen.
Right.
So it wraps around us. So
Right.
Oh, wow.
like, yeah, I actually, and then
the 40X chairs that move and spray you with
Yes.
water and crap.
water mist is coming. But
Yeah.
also one thing that California does well is they get you excited about ordinary things. So like one of the things I really want to do, we're planning on it in 2 weeks, but Quentin Tarantino has a theater, an old theater that he bought that plays 45s, and they're playing like old movies. And I'm more inclined to go to that than to see a new movie. And right now they're playing in the Sphere in Vegas. They're playing The Matrix, right?
Right.
And it's like a full blown, like it's the Sphere. You're inside of the Sphere, watch The Matrix. Things like that would make me want to go.
Right.
But to be invested in something new, like a Thunderbolts or like a Snow White, I'm not really. It's going to be available in Disney in a week or 2 weeks. Like, what's the point?
Like you said, a spectacle. Like
It
what
has to
Cameron
be.
said, it needs to be. There needs to be a reason for me to leave my house.
Yes.
It needs to be a reason for me to spend $50 to see something that I could see in 2 months, you know, for free
Facts.
on my streaming
Now,
service.
hey, maybe if every ticket wasn't $30, maybe if the tickets were cheaper.
Hold on,
we'd
guys.
be
Are we being
more
millennial
inclined.
right now? Are we being like extremely millennial right now?
Absolutely.
Because I
We
was about to
are.
say something even more millennial. I was like, if the parking's not good, I'm not going. You know, we just hit. This is the millennial podcast with
That's
the
it.
relevant.
We're here.
This is the
That's
millennial crew. I'm
We
like,
are
wow, we're
here.
sounding very like. When you're young, you just go. When you get older, you're like, who's going to be there? And that's where we're at right now. We're the who's going to be there? Is the parking good?
Yeah, but like now, even the younger people are like, man, that's a lot of money, you know,
It
just
is.
to go
Yeah,
see a
it's true.
movie. Like, why? Again, my phone's just as entertaining, or you know, whatever. So, anyway, all right. Well, that'll do it for Slices. Make sure to check out relevantmagazine.com for more stories like that. All right, stay tuned. Up next, Jon Keith joins us. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by John Mark Comer's book, Garden City, a book that speaks to the tension we all feel between work, rest, and purpose. The New York Times bestselling author John Mark Comer takes us to the scriptures to identify what it really means to be human and flips the script on the idea that who you are matters, not what you do. He shows that God created us for meaningful work and meaningful rest. Both matter. This book helps you ask and answer the big questions. Does God care where I work? Is there a direction for my life? So you can discern God's heart for your calling, your rhythms, and the way His Spirit wants to shape every part of your life. If you're longing for purpose and a more grounded way to live, check out the new hardcover edition of Garden City wherever books are sold. Well, today's show is brought to you in part by the new book, God, the Science, the Evidence. We talk a lot about faith, but how often do we talk about science in the same breath? You might be surprised to discover just how deeply the two actually agree. For centuries, science has been used to dismiss the idea of God, but today an intellectual revolution is underway. Modern discoveries in physics, cosmology, and biology are consistently revealing the same truth: creation isn't an accident. That profound reversal is what engineers Michel-Yves Bolloré and Olivier Bonassi investigate in their international bestseller, God, the Science, the Evidence. This book is a rigorous, evidence-based critique of materialism, inviting you to explore over a dozen scientific, philosophical, and historical domains. It shows that what was once seemed impossible, that science could point to a creator, is now supported by a vast and convergent body of evidence. With over 400,000 copies sold in Europe, this book is sparking a global debate. It's thoughtful, fascinating, and a powerful reminder that reason itself affirms the existence of God. Learn more and find out where you can purchase your copy today by visiting godthesciencetheevidence.com. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Erwin McManus's book, The Barbarian Way. Some books don't just inspire you, they confront you. The Barbarian Way, now celebrating its 20th anniversary, is one of those books. If you felt the pull of God towards something deeper and wilder than the safe, predictable version of faith that we settle for, McManus reminds us that following Jesus was never meant to be tame. It's meant to awaken courage, passion, and purpose God placed inside us. He draws from the wild stories of Abel, Noah, Moses, Rahab, and others to remind us that following God wasn't meant to be tame. Safe faith isn't working. Step into the story God is writing for you. Choose passion, choose boldness, choose the Barbarian Way. Available now wherever books are sold. Well, our guest today is Jon Keith. He's an amazing hip-hop artist who started off, you probably know him from Indie Tribe, the whole No Big Deal crew. And he recently signed with Rodney Jerkins' new Christian label called Aliens Alive. Emily sat down with the San Diego-born rapper to hear more about his brand new album, Grow Wings, how he finally stepped into his own voice this year, and why Christian music is at a pivotal turning point. Here's Emily's conversation with Jon Keith.
God got eyes on us, 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 us. God got eyes on us, 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 us. I see fire going up, 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 up. I see fire going. God got eyes on. God got eyes on us. In the flame by the red light.
Well, I'm really excited that we're chatting about Grow Wings now that it's dropped. How do you feel now that it's out?
I feel good. It's been well received, and I'm just getting so many, messages about how it's, affecting people's lives. It's always cool to watch like the numbers and all that kind of stuff, but it's another thing to hear people's personal stories about how it's changing how they view life, So yeah, it's been really special.
Are there any stories or comments from fans that have stuck with you?
Yeah, because I kind of made known to everyone that I wrote this project about me falling apart, like into the arms of the Father, and it's great to hear people be like, like this project, listening to these songs makes me feel a little less afraid of falling apart, because I understand that, like, it's helping them understand that falling apart is a part of the process of being made new, and so, yeah, they're kind of experiencing that, and it feels good, because that's why I wrote it. I wrote it to help people fall apart. So
It's been a while. You picked up some burdens. You off in a while. I know you've been searching. I showed you a smile. You said I was smirking. I said, call me a child. You said you were working. Show me where your pain is.
I'd like to know more about that. How do you feel like this album captures where you're at, both spiritually and emotionally, in this season of life?
it's like, for the first time in a long time, I actually can feel renewal taking place in my life, and it's kind of just capturing different parts of that process, different revelations, different like confessions, different just different parts of that process. That it's not all pretty, but it's all beautiful.
Yeah, low, take, move slow, cause I'm dangerous. And death row, they might got a solve when my name is Halos, ain't those on.
Now, did something lead to that transformation, or do you feel like you're just getting older and wiser?
I think it's a little bit of both. Last year was really rough for me. I dealt with a lot of, I'll just call it spiritual warfare last year. And it really seemed like the devil was winning, because it got to the point where my mental health it wasn't where it should be. It got bad to the point where I didn't plan on being here this year. And better to say, actually, I planned to not be here this year. And, by the grace of God, like, I'm still here, and, hope has been like restored and renewed, and I feel like I'm being made new, so
Lift me up before the fire. Go put the TNG out of ride. Woman take every day from the dogs. But my family more I never buy. Everything for me big and I smile. Several the fly, gotta get to the chicken. I feel in the church, yeah. I pray to my God, I'm a twin, I'm a dog, I'm a student here learning.
Speaking of transformation, I would love to know, how do you feel like you've grown as an artist over the last few years?
As an artist, I feel like with this project, I've finally come into my own, meaning like I finally feel like I'm making music that nobody else is going to make. This is the first, I was talking to one of my friends recently, and he was like, I disagree with you. I think you've been making music that nobody else is going to make. And I'm like, I appreciate that. But, I feel like I love rap. Most people know me from making hip hop. And although there are still elements of hip hop to this project, it's much more of just a pop album. I don't know. It feels good. It feels good to write songs that people can sing and like connect with deeply. And not to say that they can't connect deeply with rap. I connect deeply with hip hop all the time. But there's something about going to a show and having everybody in the crowd sing a melody that, like, that melody itself is connected to, like, people's healing and relation. I think that's just beautiful. And so, yeah, as an artist, that feels really dope to, like, kind of come into my own, you know, and, like, feel a lot more like myself.
Crash out till I pass out, break glass now to the cash out, hit the gas, ain't no looking back now. I still got homies just racked out.
Yeah, I noticed this album has a different sound. Do you still consider yourself a hip hop artist, or are you experimenting with calling yourself something else these days?
I say artist because this is a pop album. I don't think that I'll never make another hip hop album again. It's just going to be whatever, and I've actually struggled for a long time trying to figure out, should I do this? Should I do this? Like, is it not going to be cohesive? Are people going to think I'm all over the place? But then I was thinking about it. It's like, a lot of the artists that I love, they're just going to do whatever they want.
If I put my life on the line and God will pick it up, I give you everything if you say that's enough. What's enough?
I have to assume part of this growth also came from linking up with Aliens Alive and Rodney Jerkins. You had been independent before that, so what made you want to work with him?
I had known Rodney for a couple years. We've been talking and just like, building our relationship, getting to know him, getting to know his family, learning that he really has a heart for the Lord, and then also just has a heart for music that glorifies God. And so, like, he's not trying to, like, come up off of me. You know what I'm saying? He's not, like, trying to, it's like Rodney Jerkins has already done everything that he wants to do in his music career for himself. Now he's like, I want to put good music that glorifies God, like, in front of as many people as I can. And obviously, it's a business, so he's still not trying to just tank his finances and family because of it. But he's like, it's not the main thing. It's not the main thing on the, on the priority list. It's like, let's make money. It's like, no, let's do what we can to get this music in front of people. So is that, and then it's also just the fact that it's Rodney Jerkins. He's like, who does he not know? Who has he not worked with? And his personal, like, music abilities and taste and ear and all that is just like such an amazing opportunity. It's a blessing to be able to work with him for real.
They can try all they want, they still won't take you away. No hands can take you away from me.
It seems like Rodney pivoted to Christian music at a really interesting time. I feel like we're at a turning point for Christian music, but as an insider, do you feel that way too, or do you think we still have a ways to go?
Both. I think we are at a turning point, and I think we have a ways to go. Not so much. I mean, I think that, like, there's a lot of like amazing artists that are doing amazing things in Christian music. Some of the music is like, it actually is. It's better than a lot of what the mainstream is, or as good as what the top of the top, mainstream is. And also I still think that there's a ways to go because, there's like kind of a resurgence of a couple of like some things in the Christian music space that I think doesn't help us really, like the, running like Christian remixes of secular songs where you don't really change anything but the cuss words and make them Christian words. I think those things are not helping us, and I think that I think it's whack. But I think there are also really dope Christian artists that are trying to innovate and create something new and do something that's never been done before. And, you know, just continue on in the path of the amazing Christian artists in history that were actually at the forefront of art in the world. You know, like that's the majority of human history. That's been the case, and it's not at all the case now. So, but I think we're on our way.
Light up the darkest room when I'm up there. Still running from the shine. Lost myself with the moon when the sun clear. I don't wanna be the one telling myself they could fix me somewhere. It's gotta be someone somewhere. I think I'm almost done here. Life's just so unfair.
That was Jon Keith. Make sure to check out his brand new album, Grow Wings. It's out now. All right, stay tuned up next. It's One Has to Go.
Changing, but they not changing, and I'm not changing.
Well, today's podcast is brought to you in part by the new book, Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic. Author Jonathan Seidel knows firsthand how even believers can get stuck in shame and destructive habits, especially when it comes to one of society's biggest obsessions, alcohol. In Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic, he details his spiral into disordered drinking and shares the 4-step process he eventually used to break free. There's hope for alcoholics who become Christians and for Christians who become alcoholics. Find Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic wherever books are sold. What if you could change a child's life with just $10? Right now, thousands of vulnerable children in East Africa are suffering from jiggers. It's a painful, preventable parasite that burrows into their feet. Soul Hope is the only organization treating it through foot washing, medical care, and durable closed-toed shoes that protect kids long after treatment. $10 may not seem like much in today's world, but when we come together, those small gifts add up to big change. Join the 10 for 10 campaign. $10 protects 10 small toes. Visit soulhope.org/10 to give now. One small gift makes a big difference. Again, that's soulhope, SOLE, hope.org/TEN. Okay, it's time for
One Has to Go.
Okay, I'm going to tell you 4 things. You tell me one that has to go. It's pretty easy. Here we go. Derek, we're starting with you. We were talking about movies earlier. Wes Anderson's movies, Christopher Nolan's movies, Martin Scorsese's movies, Steven Spielberg's movies. One has to go.
Dog. What?
It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard.
Christopher Nolan, Steven Spielberg,
Martin Scorsese, and Wes Anderson.
Wes gotta go.
Yeah. I
Get
knew
Wes
you'd
up
say
out
that.
of here.
I love his movies probably more, but like, yeah, I agree with you. Like Christopher Nolan, you can't take those away. I mean,
No
they're
way.
I'm not getting rid of
groundbreaking.
Scorsese.
Scorsese, groundbreaking.
No way.
Spielberg, groundbreaking.
No way. No
Wes
way.
Anderson, I enjoy, but they're not at that level.
You gotta go, brother. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Marty, internet time wasters, Wikipedia rabbit holes, TikTok scrolling, YouTube video essays, Reddit deep dives. One has to go.
I'm gonna say, okay, I would probably say 2 years ago Reddit was my favorite place, but I don't go on Reddit anymore, so I'm probably just get rid of that.
Get rid of Reddit. No, what happened? Why'd you fall out of love with Reddit deep dives?
Because it's just too much porn on there. It's like X. It's like you just get on it and it's like, oh, pornography, great.
Can I be
And
honest with you? I'm glad you said that because I've never used Reddit for that exact reason. It's like
same thing with X. I got rid of my account, both of them.
same.
I'll delete both apps. It's over with.
Here's one thing I don't like, right? Because you just never, as a human, you never know where you're going to be when you just turn on Reddit or you turn on X, right? The last thing I want to do is my wife to turn on X and then it's an ad or some, like there's so many bots too. That's not, Reddit's great, but the thing about Reddit is that it's still readily available and you have to make your content private. And then the funny thing about, like, if you block certain content, you miss some really funny things. And it's like they don't know how to properly block things without, I don't know. It's just a weird place. So I was like, all together, if there's porn on this, I'm not on the app. So that's why I got rid of both of them.
X turned into by the largest porn platform in the world. Like literally,
it makes sense.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like when they lifted the restrictions, something like more than 15% of the content on X is porn. And by definition, looking at the traffic, it's now the largest porn platform in the world.
And the crazy part is that used to be our place where when a show comes on, everybody's tweeting about it.
We're tweeting the Super Bowl halftime show. We're like live
we're
tweeting
like,
it.
oh man, and it's like the memes and all of that. It's just like, bro, we are cool, dog. Like, get that off of here. But
I saw somebody. So I was talking. My mom is on X now. I'm like, and I said to her, because she's not social media. She's like, I'm not Facebook. I won't do Facebook. I won't do any of this stuff. But then she casually mentioned the other week she's on X, and I was like, of all the platforms, why would you choose
Threads
X?
is safe, Mom.
Frankly, I know why she chose X, because that's where all the conservative political commentary is. But I said to her, I go, it's like the largest porn platform in the world. Like, we as Relevant have pulled back. I mean, we'll post 1/10 of what we used to post on X. So we just don't want to encourage people to be there. She's like, well, it's all about what accounts you follow. And I was like, that's actually not true. No, I follow comedy and sports, and these bots insert inappropriate stuff in that content. It's just like, it's not worth it to me. And I was like, I saw a leader say one time, the reason why they were leaving X was not, I don't like Elon Musk. It wasn't anything like that, but it was the porn thing. And she said, I'm here to connect with people. If I was discipling a guy who was a recovering alcoholic at our church, I wouldn't have a Bible study with him at a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like, I'm not going to like say, hey, come follow me on X, when you might be tempted by that content that's readily available right there. And she's like, so I'm going to go to another platform like Threads or something where that's not an issue. And I was like, that's it right there. That's it for me. It's not that I'm seeking that content. It's whatever. It's like, I don't want to be around that content. If I'm a recovering alcoholic, I don't want to go hang out with my friends at a bar.
Yeah. And Grok just called himself Mecca Hitler. Like, it's a mess. That
the CEO resigned this morning that we're resigning.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So we're recording on a Wednesday. This is the Friday show. On Tuesday, Grok went full Nazi, crazy, and the next morning the CEO stepped down. So, like, I don't know what's going on over there, but
they ruined that platform.
Well, I mean, but it's the same thing with Reddit. It's the same thing with what happened to Tumblr. It's like the sleaze overtook what it was. It was microblogging, and then they allowed porn, and it became something else. And it's just like,
people always say that, what your mom says, where it's like, hey, it's accounts that you follow. But I think my line where I was like, I'm off this. I'm not. I think it was like just a popular post from like a celebrity or something about the news, and I guess bots can just find whatever is going popular, and it must have. And I remember I was just on some random account, it was like AP News or whatever, and then under it was like an OnlyFans girl, and I'm like, because they're just attaching to whatever is popular. It's not even stuff I have all the block settings, and still it made it through.
Matter.
So that's why I was like, I don't feel comfortable. God forbid I open the account, I'm at a doctor's office, and I just open my phone, and it's the second thing because it's it's not worth it. I'm not going to argue that.
You're going to see these cheeks by any means.
It'll be anybody. It's like a guy's butt. I'm like, what the, like, it's just any type of thing. You're just, anything that's bad is on there.
And if it's not that, it's somebody getting their head chopped off or something crazy.
Free speech, man. But that's the thing about Reddit, too. Back in the day, 10 years ago, Jesse would find a lot of our listicles and funny content over on Reddit threads. And I'd be like, you're the pioneer exploring Reddit for us, because I'm not going over there. So, Jesse was our trailblazer in the Reddit world, but, we stayed away.
And
all right.
When the next platform does that, we're going to leave that too. It just is what it is.
Factual.
Okay, Derek, movies again. Lord of the Rings, franchises. Lord of the Rings, Narnia, Harry Potter, Hunger Games. One has to go.
Oh, Hunger Games, gone.
I saw one of those.
I love Hunger
Games.
Games.
It wasn't bad.
It was good.
I enjoy it.
It was good.
I enjoy it.
But I'm not getting rid of Narnia.
Right, Harry Potter.
I'm not
Lord
getting rid of Lord
iconic.
of the Rings.
Yeah,
I'm not getting rid of Harry Potter. Like,
right, yeah, you're right.
Those are, you said 3 iconic movies, and then a very,
Hunger
very
Games.
great franchise. Like, it's a great franchise. It's not iconic though. They're
not building theme park worlds about Hunger Games.
There's not one Hunger Games theme park.
Yeah,
all of those other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Let's see, Marty. Pop culture duos that defined eras. Here we go. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, Key and Peele, Mary-Kate and Ashley, Kermit and Miss Piggy. One has to go.
All iconic. Man, I'm going to have to say Mary-Kate and Ashley. And here's why. I mean, they're incredible, but they stopped and they passed the torch from they became designers. They lived in Soho. I remember seeing them once. They're super skinny. and small. And I, you know, they're designers, and that's cool. They did their own thing, but I could still watch Key and Peele, enjoy it. All these other comedy duos, I can enjoy it. And also, they passed the torch to their sister, so we're good.
All right.
Scarlet Witch over here.
Derek, NBA Finals, Super Bowl, World Cup, or the Olympics? One has to go.
Bye-bye Olympics.
Are you serious?
Yes. Super Bowl,
NBA Finals.
NBA Finals, World Cup,
Yeah. Olympics.
Olympics. Give me the World Cup. That's why I get to see all the nations come together and play soccer. I'm cool with it. Olympics is so boring. Like, bro, it's really they gonna need a new they need a James Gunn over there. We need to they need to get it figured out.
World Cup, like those fans are so different. I mean, this is back before, like this is in the mid 90s. They were doing some World Cup early rounds. One of them was at the stadium in Orlando, and it was Ireland and the Netherlands playing each other. I didn't have a rooting interest, but I got tickets with a bunch of friends and we went. And we, as you're walking in, they had like orange or green stickers or different things, so you can like kind of like pick a side to cheer for. Well, I picked the Netherlands, the orange, and our seats were in a section of Irish fans that traveled from Ireland.
Oh,
buddy.
And Ireland was up the whole game, but at the very end of the game, the Netherlands won. So I, very wisely, and I'm like
the guy
pretty far down toward the front of the section. I turn around, stand up on the bleacher, and with my Netherlands shirt on, like, what do you got to say now? Because they were so verbally abusive the whole time. And I just like held my hands out. I got pummeled with so many cans of beer, and like I was 16 years old. and this ain't youth group kid, and I am like drenched in beer. And me and my friends were hanging out downtown after the game because like it was World Cup weekend. Everybody's going downtown, and I am just reeking of alcohol the entire night. I'm a 16-year-old.
That's awesome.
Anyway, World Cup, everybody. If you get a chance to go to a game, don't pick the wrong team for the section you're in.
Cam, you still do that at the Magic game.
Of course I do.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course I do.
It didn't stop you.
No.
It didn't stop you.
Anyway, all right, let's see. Who are we up to? Marty, we got Nick Miller from New Girl, Jim Halpert from The Office, Chandler Bing from Friends, or Marshall Erickson from How I Met Your Mother. One has to go.
Nick, you're gone. I'm sorry. I love Marshall. Marshall makes me laugh. I love Jimmy, my boy.
Chandler Bing?
Because R.I.P. and, you know, like he had some heartfelt moments in there. I love Nick, but Nick, sorry, buddy, you got to get out of here.
All right. Derek, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Raising Cane's, or KFC? One has to go.
KFC.
That's easy one right there.
KFC. The next question.
Not even a discussion.
I'm not even going to discuss that one.
Not even.
Next question.
Soggy crunch.
Right, exactly.
All right, here we go. Marty, Coachella, Bonnaroo, Lollapalooza, or Glastonbury? One has to go.
Glastonbury's not going to go anywhere.
Right, it's iconic.
Yeah. What other ones? Sorry.
Coachella, Bonnaroo, or Lollapalooza?
Bonnaroo's going to go. I think Bonnaroo's going to go.
Is that the one is that in Tennessee?
Yeah,
it just got
canceled anyway.
Yeah, it got canceled.
It's
instantly.
gone.
There you go. It's gone.
Well, I think it was canceled because of the weather, though. It was just the weather, I think.
I was watching a bunch of videos where people drove 16 hours. They're hammered. And then on the announcements, it's like, you must go home. You got to leave. And the people are like hammered. They're like, I can't even drive.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, Derek, New York, LA, Austin, or Chicago? One has to go.
You about to get me in trouble.
New York, LA, Austin, or Chicago?
York, LA, Austin, or Chicago? That's tough, bro, because I love Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's a clean New York. It's a great city.
I'm sorry, man. I might have to get Austin up out of here. And
Yeah.
I'm a South by Southwest. We've gone to
It's
that.
a great spot, but
I've probably been to that so many times, but I
It's
just
changing,
can't.
though.
Yeah.
It's turning into just money, corporate. It's lost its...
And when that's it, you know what I mean? Austin is cool outside of it, but it's not Chicago cool.
Yeah. It's like a cooler Nashville. It's like, or Portland.
Whoa. No,
It is.
It ain't no cooler Nashville, bro. It ain't no cooler. Nashville's the cooler Austin.
What?
Yes.
Nashville wants to be Austin. What are you talking about?
I would say
We
whatever
is
the
us.
underdog is cooler.
It's
The underdog is
Nashville
Austin.
Till we die, we here.
All
Nashville.
The underdog is Austin.
Austin got
That's
just
what
get
people
like
want to get,
us.
Austin is the music capital of the world. More venues than any city in America. Like Austin's keep it weird. Austin is if Portland and Nashville had a baby. Like Austin's got
Don't
some.
nobody want no weird city. Come on to Nashville. We us.
We got honky tonks and
We us. We all of it.
Posty's
Hey.
bar open this week. Post
All of
Malone's
it.
bar.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's see, Marty. No. Derek, here we go. One named rappers: Jay-Z, Drake, Eminem, or Tupac. One has to go.
Jesus.
You'd hate me for this one. I already know who's going to
God
choose.
almighty.
I already know who he's going to choose.
Jay-Z, Drake, Eminem, or Tupac. I know who you're going to say.
Nah, it's gonna throw you for a loop. Cause I ain't gonna lie. M gotta go, bro. Yeah. M
Mr.
gotta go.
Detroit. That shocks me.
M gotta
I
go.
agree. That just
M gotta
shocks
go,
me.
bro. M in Tobey Maguire was bit by a spider. Like whatever
Yeah.
that is he doing now, it's just I can't.
After
I can't,
05, it just everything went
bro. I
to
can't, bro. Like
fire.
I can't. I'm sorry. I would be. It is like man from Michigan, but I can't.
even his
bro.
new song is not. I'm like, what are you talking about here?
Yeah.
I agree. Marty, cold brew, matcha, chai latte, or hot drip coffee. One has to go.
Man, I'm probably gonna get rid of cold brew.
Really? In Florida, LA? Like,
Yeah, I'm an Americano person. I like Americano. A cold brew here is different than cold brew anywhere else. Cold brew here is like Miami espresso here. Their cold brew is, I don't know how like Vietnamese or Koreans concoct it, but dude, I will be up for 3 days if I have the cold brew. I'm not going to sleep. The matcha here is incredible, but it's like the equivalent of like Cuban espresso. I don't know, like it's almost like a sludgy. It's really weird to explain, but like Thai coffee, especially like my son he goes to appointments like every week, and so the hospital there is like a Vietnamese coffee spot. There's like 3 options you have, and every time I get this like Vietnamese cold brew, I am wired. I am cleaning all the cars. I'm like it's bad. It's like taking an Adderall.
Say less.
Yeah.
Note it. No
I wrote
cold
a
brew
whole
in
album.
LA.
I could write a whole album with a cup
no
of
cold brew. No cold brew in LA.
The
Note it.
Vietnamese or the Korean cold brew. Just be
you
careful.
and Prop need to do a themed album just about coffee and different
Yeah.
coffee types.
I went to a coffee shop the other day. It was in Compton, and I'm there, and I'm like, I wonder if Prop knows about this spot. And I text him. I'm like, my wife, her cousin works there. She manages it. I forgot the name. It's a cool name though, but it's in Compton. And so I text Prop. I'm like, hey Prop, have you heard of this spot? It's in Compton. It's like right by like Nipsey's like mural or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah. He sends me a picture back where he's training all the baristas. He's like this, training everybody.
I remember that.
I'm
He
like,
said
do you
that
know
in his chat.
everybody? And
Yeah, it's
all the
Patrick.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. Was that it? Yeah.
All right, last one. Derek, here we go. Or last round. French fries, onion rings, tater tots, or sweet potato fries. One has to go.
That's
Sweet's
easy.
gone.
What?
That's easy.
That's what I eat more than
Sweet.
anything.
I was going for
Sweet's
you.
gone.
Same thing. It's going to get out of here.
Over
Not tater
onion
tots.
rings? You want to keep onion rings?
A good onion ring can slap, man.
A good onion ring can slap,
a crispy onion ring.
with a good aioli, with a good like
Yes,
Chipotle
a little-
aioli or something like that.
Yes. Now we're
Yeah.
talking, baby.
I don't think I've had an onion ring since high school when one onion ring fell into my fries thing. Like I'd order fries, but one onion ring would fall into it.
You got blessed by
You
the
get like a
potato
bonus
guys.
onion ring. It's like, oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
good, but I didn't order it. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Marty, staying in, going out, traveling, or having friends over. One has to go.
Traveling.
What?
Listen, you guys have traveled equally as much for the last 15 years. I've traveled my whole life.
Yeah.
And I love it. But there's something great about having a really comfy home, having friends over. There's something cool, especially Cam, you know this feels when you have fam come over or friends and you have your house clean and you're excited. That is one of the best feelings in the world. And then you can go out. You can still go out. But traveling, like people think it's sexy, it's amazing until you get stuck at, you're stuck in the middle of Ohio for 7 hours.
It might be an artist thing because traveling would be gone for me, which is hard because my wife, that's
I love
all
traveling,
she wants
but
to
yeah.
do. That is it. That's all she wants to do is travel. That's her love language.
I'm an Enneagram 7, so I'm all about new experiences, memories, what's next. So traveling to me is a plus. I would staying in 100%. I'm an introvert. I'll stay in all day. I stay in. Going out if it's like fun. There's a reason to go out.
Yeah.
Sure. Having friends over, I'll see you when we're out. I'll go out to meet up with friends. I don't need to have friends over.
I love having I love having.
No, I agree. It's cool, but of those
people,
four, I would say that'd be my least.
Nah, we had the most lit house parties at the crib. Domino night is. We play Monopoly. Monopoly night is crazy. Like our at home with our friends is lit.
I like being in a relationship with somebody who's social and invites friends over. I'm just not the person to make the plans. You know what I mean? Like I like having friends over. I never think to invite friends over. You know what I mean? So anyway,
Makes sense.
All right, that'll do it for.
One has to go.
Well, before we wrap up, I want to thank Jon Keith for joining us today. Make sure to check out his new album, Grow Wings. It's out now. It's everywhere. It's a great album. It's a great project. Go check it out. Also, make sure to follow Relevant Podcasts on Instagram. We're posting One Has to Goes every day. We're posting clips from the show. Also, follow Relevant Magazine on Instagram, where we're posting some of our best content. And follow us on all the other socials, where we're posting everything that we're putting out every day. If you want the best stuff sent to your inbox, you're not a social media person, go over to relevantmagazine.com and sign up for Relevant This Week. We send it out every Wednesday. All right, on that note, we'll wrap it. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Derek Miner.
I'm Marty.
We'll see you next Friday. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Make sure to check out our coverage at the intersection of faith, life, and culture every day at relevantmagazine.com. And while you're there, don't miss our latest digital issue. Issue 116 features Nate Bargatze, Connor Price, and a lot more. And don't forget Relevant Plus. It's the best way to experience our content, including ad-free reading, an ad-free version of this podcast, and more. You can get all the info and sign up at relevantmagazine.com.
Tobey Maguire was bit by a spider.
Relevant Podcast Network.